Welcome to ISC West. I'm excited to be here today and excited to take you on a tour of the best of the West.
Let me talk to you about 2 gig and about NICE and the offerings that we have with NICE as well. My name is Paul Williams. I'm the Managing Director of the Home Management Solutions Business Unit. So basically what that means is I'm responsible for everything worldwide, anything to do with security, smart home, and access control. So we've got some really cool and exciting things that we're showing here at ISC West. It's one of the best shows that we go to because it's really a good place where we can start to showcase all the things we do with the security and being able to secure not just residential spaces, but as you'll see here in just a second, also commercial spaces, industrial spaces, and even high security spaces like airports and Air Force bases and those types of things as well. So let's start here. So we've got 2 new things we're announcing here at the show. They're showing. The first thing is our GCTOUCH. So GCTOUCH is an entry-level panel solution that we have, security panel. And it really has some really cool features on it. It replaces our existing GC2E. The GC2E has been a workhorse in the environment for many, many years.
Familiar.
So this then is the replacement of that GC. We kept the GC name in there just to have that umbrance back to it as well. So we go back to that. The GCTOUCH panel, some really cool things. First of all, 7-inch touchscreen on it, touchscreen interface, 100 zones, so really flexible from that perspective. So even though it's an entry level, it can span out quite dramatically so it can handle that. Really competitive on a price point perspective. The other things we've done with it, a couple of things that as we listen to our dealers, some dealers like to brand this panel. And so what we did is we left a space for branding. We also made sure that it's flat on both sides. So if they want a pad print or if they want a laser engrave.
You just made it easy for us.
We're trying to make it easy. So that way you can put your own branding on it and that way you get that recognition for your consumers. So when the end of their contract comes up, they remember who their contract provider is. And they can go ahead and get that going again. Right? And they're more, in fact, studies show that with that logo on there, they're more likely to sign back up with you.
And I'll be happy to help them with that.
Absolutely. So this is a great new panel, and it'll be coming out in August. Right now we're in alpha, be entering beta later on, and then this will be releasing in the August timeframe.
This is exciting.
So really cool, and we're excited about that. The other thing we're really excited about is our new line of 345 megahertz sensors here, and we're called the 345S sensor line here. So some really cool things with it. First of all, what we've done is we've made a single SKU that can be encrypted and non-encrypted. It's got a toggle switch that's inside of it that comes out of the box unencrypted.
So they only have to stock one.
Yeah, so and your truck stock, think about truck stock. I don't have to have 2 on there. So if I'm doing takeover jobs, it's really, really simple. If I want to, if I'm going to do a takeover and I want to add just a couple more sensors in there, I can add those sensors and still have them work out okay without having to do that. So it's really cool from that perspective. NICE is an Italian-based company. So NICE is based in Italy, just north of Venice. And one of the things we've brought into all of the products we do worldwide is we're bringing Italian design into our industrial design.
That's why it looks different.
So look at these sensors. This is the motion sensor, and it's hard to tell it's a motion sensor. Right, we're trying to change that. And that's because these homes that these things go in, you don't want this to be an eyesore. It's one of those things like you look and you go, oh, what is that thing hanging in the room? We wanted them to be able to blend into the environment. So even like things like door window contacts, we've designed them so they have smooth edges on them. They look fantastic. So they're going to blend into the environment. They're not going to stick out like a sore thumb. And I think that goes a long way with that consumer acceptance factor, right? So you're going to go in, you're going to install this thing, and then after the technician's done, they're looking around going, why do all this stuff in my house, right? And they're like, it becomes the necessary evil. We think we can soften that with some of the things we're doing. So we've got these brand new design. In addition, as I mentioned before, also has that ability to be encrypted or non-encrypted. And that's a huge thing. I mean, that just really makes it so your truck stock goes way down, makes it easy for you to be able to order as well and to maintain your stocks as well. So we think that's a great thing there. They'll be releasing in 2 separate kind of releases coming through the summertime. By the time we get to August with this panel here, it'll be available. That panel supports our 345 sensor line, our existing sensor line, and then the new sensor line, which is the S line here. The S line will eventually replace all of our 345 sensors.
The transition.
Perfect. As we step up in, then we get up to our Edge panel. Edge panel's been in the environment for a little over 3 years now, going on its 4th year. Tried and true, great product, very reliable, very dependable. In addition to being able to support the 345 sensors on it, it also has the ability to support our extended range sensors. So this last year we announced and started shipping our extended range sensors here. So we're talking, we put this external gate control out here, 2 kilometers of contact. So if you got off on the edge of the property, you've got barns and storage facilities and pool gates and all kinds of things that are right out there. You have the ability for you to be able to have this device to be able to make it sure it's secure and for a long distance. And that goes with all of the product line here from an extended range perspective. So really great solution. They are shipping today. You'll see we also brought the Italian design into these as well. So we're trying to make sure everything has nice soft edges on it. Once again, it blends in there. So really great product from that perspective. In addition to manufacturing security products and smart home products, we also have a full line of gate control products at the same time too, both for residential and for industrial and commercial spaces. And so one of the things we announced this last year, started shipping recently, is our Juno gate operator here. So the Juno gate operator is a residential gate operator, has some really cool features on it. First of its kind, it has the sensor for being able to detect the vehicles all on the side here. So it emits it out of the side here, so I can see where that device is. The other thing that it has on it at the same time too is a light that will highlight the gate and the driveway. It's built, integrated into the gate control. So you install one product, you get some lighting along with it. You also get your IR emitter, or your beam that's emitter that's there at the same time too. Another cool feature that we've got on it, so if you've lost power, if you can't get in, with a key, you can put it into a manual unlock mode and be able to then open the gate. So if you needed to get out, get it back in, you can do that even if you don't have power coming to the gate right now. So it allows you that egress and ingress that you need to have from that home. So really great solution. We have a whole host of other types of gate operators as well, not only slide gates, but also swing gates at the same time too, that we can do in a residential space. And they're very well used and very respected by the community that's out there. I'll step back and then we'll come back into access control. We then step up into these. This is our slide driver 2. You'll see these. In fact, if you're on a taxi runway on an airport, if you just look around, you're going to see one of these devices at the airport. We're on almost every major airport, and certainly in North America. This is a tried and true device. It's a hydraulic operated gate operator for very secure operation. Be able to open and close these gates, especially in like highly secure operation environments at the same time too. We step on up into that. We can go into our high security products. We can take a mid-size truck, and we can prevent the payload from going 1 meter inside of the property. These gates, the gates we have, so these we have an M50, we have an M50 and M30. The M30 is rated at 30 miles an hour, medium-sized truck, can hit the gate, and the payload will not be delivered 1 meter inside of the property. Now, parts of the truck, and if the driver was in there, parts of the driver will end up 1 meter inside the property. But the payload, and that's what you're really trying to protect for Air Force bases, military facilities, embassies that we do around the world. And with these products we use worldwide, we are kind of the leader in that space today. And so we have that capability. Along with one of the interesting things is we're used in a lot of the car manufacturers. So a lot of the car manufacturers in Michigan are using our products today. Because one of the things I didn't realize, and if you think about it, is they're building these cars. There's not some big keyboard where they have thousands of keys on it. They have to then match the vehicle. They build the vehicle, they throw the key in the vehicle, and they put it out on the lot. And what was happening is these were going in and they take a gang of people in, one person knocked the gate down, 10 other people take new cars and drive off the lot. That stops with us. We have, these things will stop these vehicles from coming through the gates. We're protecting those at the same time. So we're used quite frequently for that same thing, for those things as well. Also access control. So the linear access control product's been around for decades. Been around for a long time. This is a tried and true product. This is our telephone entry solution here. Allows for 64 doors and up to 128 readers, and really used in MDU properties. So we see a lot of MDU properties been going on, especially as the single home family kind of slowed down. We saw a lot more MDU properties popping up at the same time too. This allows for somebody at a gate or at a door to be able to ring a residence, and then that residence can then open the gate or the door that then's connected to our device here at the same time too. So it allows for that easy access. And that easy control. Can be RFIDs for the folks that are coming in. If you're going to do a gated community using RFID, or if you're coming into a MDU property, you can do the same thing too. So once again, a whole host of products, and then we also then have our smart home products. We're not showing here because this isn't the show for it, but a whole host of smart home products. That's the same thing too. So NICE is really a full service provider. So it's also an area. So if we've got a security dealer looking to expand their business, gate control is another great way to be able to expand that. Access control is another great way to be able to expand that. These are all add-ons to your business that can help you grow your security business.
Great, great solutions.
That's nice.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, that's all we've got to show you today. I hope you enjoyed our Best of West tour, and I'm glad that I saved you the blisters on your feet. Let's get out of here and go get a drink.